Hey friends, this is Josh Hayward and welcome to another edition of the Find Your Craft Show. I've got a pretty awesome beer for you guys tonight. This is the Defensive Pancake, and this is a porter beer from Divine Barrel Brewing here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Felt fitting to review the Defensive Pancake tonight. My Clemson Tigers just won their fifth straight ACC Conference Championship last night, and I'm still wearing my Clemson gear. And in honor of those guys, the defense has put on a show this year. We sent a ton of guys to the league last year, but yet the defense has been better this year. How incredible is that? In honor of that, we're taking a look at the Defensive Pancake. So, amazing story about this beer, this brewery. I say it's amazing because it's kind of just kind of a neat story. So I've recently moved back to the Charlotte area and had been hearing amazing things about this newer brewery called Divine Barrel. I said, hey Josh, you need to go to Divine Barrel. Go to Divine Barrel. You know, I had a buddy of mine that keeps telling me, hey, you need to stop in there. They've got some awesome stuff, some of the best beer in Charlotte, on and on and on. I'm like, I got to stop in at Divine Barrel. Finally got around to it. Busy guy with wife and kids and everything. So finally got in there, and I'm kicking myself a week later for not having gotten in there sooner. Divine Barrel's doing amazing things. Just absolutely incredible beer. I had a kind of like a flight, but it wasn't really a flight. It was like however many pours you want of the small ones, and I tried like everything that I could because it was just incredible. And one of the amazing beers that I had last week was this Defensive Pancake. I thought it was a cool name. Actually, all their beers have cool names. But this particular beer, it's a porter with maple syrup and vanilla. So we're in December now, kind of stout season, as people call it. And I said, I got to try this thing, and I'm so glad I did. Had to get a 4-pack of it and bring it here to the house to do a review, and then also to enjoy over the Christmas season. So this is Defensive Pancake, and as I poured that out, I'm already getting amazing notes of vanilla and chocolate from this porter beer. But here we go, guys. Beautiful beer, dark, 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 black as night, as I like to say. Very characteristic of the porter beer. Looking at it, I got a little bit of a dark, dark ruby red color there when the light hits it, but completely opaque. You can't see through it. A nice kind of off-white tan head on this beer. Again, characteristic of the porter, of the stout. As I take a quick whiff there, I'm getting nice roasty aromas, roastiness coming from the malt. I think toasted bread. I'm getting amazing notes of chocolate, even little hints of vanilla as this Defensive Pancake lends to the label, porter with maple syrup and vanilla. Can't say you can't really smell sweetness, but you do pick up on smells that remind you of tastes of sweetness, and I can say I'm definitely getting that too. But yeah, this is looking forward to this one. I really enjoy good porter beer, good stout, and we could go for hours and hours on the differences and similarities between those two, and depending on what beer judge you talk to and what historian you talk to, depends on if it's the same beer, if it's a different beer. Also looking at the time periods, on and on and on. And I know I'm rambling, but it gets kind of ridiculous. Hey, let's just appreciate the beer, right? Yeah, this is a great one. Can't wait to give it a try again. So cheers to Divine Barrel. Oh wow, I'm reminded of why I fell in love with this beer last week. So easy drinking, hearty, but yet easy drinking. Sometimes you get these porter beers and these stouts, and they're just heavy. I mean, and it's a good thing because the weather's turned a little cooler, and you want something a little more filling. Even even going back in history, the tradition of the porter beer goes back to the porters in England, the guys that are moving things and carrying things around the docks and working. You know, they wanted something hearty after a long day's work. They wanted a nice hearty beer. Hence the porter beer. This thing it's so easy drinking and smooth. I get a nice roasted malt type flavor on the front end. It's lends itself to kind of toasted bread, light toffee, I would even say hints of espresso notes in there too, which is nice. Again, lending itself to that very dark charred type malt. As I get that nice roastiness, there's some bitterness in there too, but they've added some maple syrup, which brings in a nice sweetness to kind of go really well together with that bitterness from the darker malts. And then as the beer finishes up, you get a very, very pleasant, like almost like a kiss of vanilla. Reminds me of the old Dr. Pepper commercials. It's got a kiss of cherry, but this is a kiss of vanilla. Goes really, really good there. Just pairs so well with this beer. I feel like you've got everything you could love about a porter. The dark roasty malts, the nice bitterness that comes with there, the heartiness, but it's so smooth, so easy drinking, and then that nice sweetness from the maple syrup, and then that almost freshness from the vanilla there just goes so well together. As far as comparing it to pancakes, I don't know, maybe I need a stack of pancakes with syrup side by side to try it. But I could definitely see it as being kind of like a breakfast beer, something you could enjoy along with your breakfast on a cold morning for sure. This one's so great. I could sip on this one all evening long. That's something else too. Some of these porter beers can get really heavy, and even heavy on the alcohol side. But this one's relatively approachable. Let's see. Should have read this off earlier. 6.8%. So you don't get a overly boozy or alcohol-y type flavor in there too that you sometimes get in these. But this one's incredible. If you're ever anywhere near Charlotte, you got to try and pick one of these up. This one is just incredible. And if you're in Charlotte, definitely hit up Divine Barrel. Don't wait like I did. Like I said, I'm still kicking myself. Need to stop in there again very, very soon. But check out the Defensive Pancake. Check out any of their beers. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. You guys have an amazing day. Cheers.